In 2016, an Indian company set up a manufacturing plant in a little-known country located on the west coast of Central Africa. Greenply India and its expansion to the Gabonese Republic was unprecedented. What wasn't surprising was the slew of Indian timber companies that quickly followed suit. Over the past 30 years, Greenply India has acquired a reputation for being ahead of the curve when it comes to exploring new opportunities, product innovations, and sustainable practices. From its genesis as a supplier to the plywood industry in 1984, Greenply India has become India's market leader in the interior infrastructure industry with multiple manufacturing plants in West Bengal, Nagaland, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat and Gabon. The company's product portfolio has expanded to include doors, blockboard, specialty plywood, decorative veneers and medium-density fiberboard. Today, Greenply India is a modern conglomerate with a leadership team that's driving its strategic expansion across the globe. But it all started 30 years back with the business intuition of one man. When Rajesh Mittal makes a play, the industry follows every move.
Before 1984, I was in Tinsukia. Timber business was very big business at that time in Assam. मामा जी की फैक्ट्री के अंदर में उनकी ऑफिस के अंदर में काम करते थे. After that, we started my new career. I thought to enter in the Nagaland at Mon district, that is in Digit. First 10-12 साल 15 साल तो थे कि भाई रोज कुआं खोदना, रोज पानी पीना है. When I was going to Nagaland, there was no staying arrangement. मैं रुकता था एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के घर में जाकर के. मचान थी, मचान के अंदर में मतलब 15 आदमी साथ में सो रहे हैं. ऊपर से कबूतर बीट कर रहा है. In 1988, we started the plywood manufacturing in Nagaland. Our factory was not first factory. I think it was a third or fourth factory. But after my factory, it was almost 21-22 फैक्ट्री हो गई थी वहाँ पे. Within 3 years time, 3 साल के अंदर में hardly 3-4 factories were running there. I am proud to say, आज के दिन में there is only one plywood factory running there.
After the establishment of the plywood manufacturing plant at Tizit in 1988, things progressed quickly. Listed on the stock exchange in 1995, the company was renamed Greenply Industries Limited in 1996.
In 1990, import of the timber started coming to the port areas. So we were in timber business, so we want to expand. And we started our Kirparampur unit at Calcutta.
Greenply India's largest facility in Kriparampur in West Bengal was set up in 2005. To differentiate itself from the competition and showcase the quality of its products, Greenply India introduced a new concept called Green Club.
People want the heavy things, very heavy plywood also. I want to give the best plywood. So we started the Green Club. And we started giving them with the guarantee card also. If anything goes wrong, so whatever their labor cost, their other material cost, they will get it back everything.
Green Club's promise of durability was founded on cutting-edge technologies like the 4-press and Penta 5 that were deployed for the first time in India at the Kriparampur plant. Green Club's money-back guarantee infused consumer trust in the industry and made Greenply India a name to be reckoned with. Rajesh Mittal continues to be at Greenply India's helm, but in 2017, he decided to let the next generation take the vanguard.
सानिध्य को जब बिजनेस में लेके आया तो सानिध्य को ग्राउंड लेवल की ट्रेनिंग उसको दी गई. मतलब ये फैक्ट्री में 10-10 दिन रहा.
Sanidhya Mittal brings a next-gen outlook to Greenply India and has been instrumental in bringing in a modern and stylish sensibility to match the design aesthetic needs of modern interior infrastructure.
The new age Indian or like the young population is not planning furniture for the next 30, 40, 50 years. They are absolutely in sync with the global trends. They know what's in, what's out. So they want quick, easy to move furniture, lightweight. So if you want to be the leader of the panel space, it is not possible without MDF today.
Medium density fiberboard or MDF is an engineered wood product made from wood fibers to produce dense, stable sheets. The lack of wood grains gives MDF a smoother finish, making it a popular alternative for modern furniture.
MDF also has a lot of alternate uses. So, it's used by handicraft export people, it's used in gift boxes, it's used as a backing for artwork. So it has various uses. I was fortunate enough that I was given the opportunity to learn and to get into the deeper depth of this product and to finally set up the manufacturing facility and launch the product.
In 2022, Greenply India is poised to begin manufacturing medium density fiberboard at a brand new facility in Baroda. Located in Bamanbor on the outskirts of Rajkot in Gujarat, Greenply India's third major plant manufactures a range of plywood and ancillary products. The door manufacturing unit at the Rajkot plant has been operational since 2008. The doors are customized for residential and commercial purposes and treated with preservatives to be borer and termite proof and weather resistant. The entire range of Greenply's doors is fortified against warping and delamination. Blockboard is a specialty plywood that is engineered using soft wood strips and wood blocks. Blockboard's unique construction makes it capable of holding screws and nails better than ordinary plywood. The plywood manufacturing unit is the busiest facility at the Rajkot plant, operational 24 hours a day. A high degree of automation ensures that every step of the production process is as seamless and efficient as possible. Visually though, plywood needs a bit of a wardrobe overhaul to look the part when used for interior infrastructure. And that's where veneers come in. The plywood and door manufacturing units flank the jewel in the crown of the Rajkot plant, the decorative veneers unit set up in 2018.
I still remember I was very, very young when I went to Rajkot plant for the first time. It was a very small unit which was taken over by Greenply in the year 2007. I had not even joined the business back then. And the latest expansion there was 3 years ago, where we ventured into India's largest natural veneer plant, where we not only slice and treat veneer, but we also produce a world-class veneer.
The Bamanbor chapter of Greenply Industries Limited is the largest manufacturing unit for decorative veneers and produces over 600 designs in teak, natural and engineered veneers. Wood Crests is Greenply's premium line of veneers. For people keen on veneers with an authentic wood finish, the company produces HD veneers. Literally high definition to look at, these veneers are put through a brushing machine that works to highlight the grain on the surface, imbuing the veneers with a solid wood look. Discarded pieces of veneers are not wasted, but used to create compelling works of art that showcase the creativity of the in-house design team at Greenply India. The subtlety and sheer detailing of some of this work has to be seen to be believed.
And often in the trade it's referred to as a veneer shopping mall because of the way it looks. So it doesn't look like a plant, it looks like a huge display of veneers.
Nothing quite prepares you for the experience center at the veneer plant in Rajkot. Built as a premium display space akin to an art gallery, The centre has creative arts veneers showcased on the walls and an avant-garde veneer display installation. Created to cater to the country's top architects and designers who come here to scout for the finest premium veneers for their projects. The Experience Centre is one of a kind in the industry.
When Greenply realized that, eventually there'll be a day when there won't be any forest timber, we learned the model of the paper industry and we came and implemented in our industry for the first time.
नागालैंड के अंदर में जब हम लोग काम करते थे, then we started thinking why not we promote the plantation layer. We cannot depend on forest, so plantation timber is the only source. We develop the saplings. So like that, काफी plantation धीरे start हुई. Because of that reason, we don't have any timber problem there. From 1984, touch wood, from the God grace, we are able to run the factory very peacefully there.
Greenply India's plantation initiative has been a game changer for the industry. The Tizit model has been replicated successfully in other locations. At Rajkot, saplings grown in greenhouses have been successfully creating a sprawling timber plantation.
97% of the total raw material sourced by us is coming from the plantation background. This wasn't easy, and it not only is sustainable for the industry to buy timber from the farmers, but it's also sustainable for the farmers because they get a better income when they grow this timber.
Especially in the US, all timber has to be FSC certified timber. FSC means the Forest Stewardship Council, there is one agency. They certify that timber is coming from the legal sources, sustainable sources, and the plantation timbers. In plywood industry, now it is 100% plantation timber. So we thought let's see some other sources also. So Gabon come in our mind. So we were the first to go to the Gabon.
The Gabonese Republic's forests are a rich source of akume timber that's been found to be an excellent replacement for the gurjan wood traditionally used for veneers in India.
Everyone in India growing up is obsessed with this word gurjan because that was the only timber which was available. So then we decided and we moved into Africa. We found this species akume, which in all technical parameters seemed absolutely okay. But we've got into akume to make sure that the Indian plywood industry gets sustainable raw material for the rest of its life.
Greenply India has a full-fledged research and development center where products are tested and process developed for new product innovations. Many of Greenply India's industry firsts that include Vera Shield, fire-resistant plywood and zero-emission plywood have been developed here.
For us, the biggest challenge was to technologically figure out sustainable, affordable way to produce E0 for India. E0 is basically non-formaldehyde emission plywood. A regular plywood, which is E1, E2 or E3, emits a lot of formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is very, very unhealthy for all of us, whether it's the worker at the plant producing it, whether it is the consumer who's using it, or the carpenter who's working on it.
You can see a lot of things, future में क्या होना चाहिए, कैसे होना चाहिए, which I can't see that मैंने नहीं देख पाता हूँ जितना वो सामने देख पाता है.
There's certain things the West does better than us. Like for them, E0 is a mandate. Like it's a given that any plywood imported, produced, or sold in the country has to be E0. So very proudly, Greenply launched the first E0 plywood 3 years ago in India. And today we are sitting at 100% of our production with E0 plywood.
E0 is one of the highest emission standards for plywood, blockboard and other wood-based panels. Unlike most of the countries in the West, E0 is not mandatory in India for materials used to make interior infrastructure. Greenply India not just made the shift to E0, but devised an entirely new process to create it. In another break from tradition, the company appointed a CEO from outside the family. Manoj Tulsian was brought in to take the business to a new dimension.
The thought process between me and the promoters is very, very similar. We all believe that the balance sheet should be managed well. We should not be a high debt-oriented company. So we have this mix model, today if you really see, so we have manufacturing at one side, we have an outsourced model, and then we have these joint venture associates. In business, there are two important key things. If you have the right thought process and able to execute it properly, you will get the results.
While modernizing product lines and business organization, the company has stayed true to Rajesh Mittal's founding values.
We believe in the relationship. Whether it is our employees, whether it is our trade partners.
Under the banner of Greenply Foundation, we run all our CSR initiatives, and it's very, very close to my heart.
In the Digit area, every village, one doctor with nurse and our medical van goes there, give them the free medicine, everything.
Our primary focus is to provide basic health needs to 40 villages in the vicinity of Digit area.
We feel they are a part of our family. We love all employees. We work for them. We take care of them. Proud to say that last 3 years continuously we are getting the award, the Great Place to Work.
We are growing our business. We have done an expansion in Sandila also, a new plant which is almost be coming in production in a month's time or so. We definitely want to be into the international market, which today we are present through our Gabon facility. But at some point of time, we will even look at plywood being exported.
Today, Greenply India owns manufacturing plants at Kriparampur in West Bengal, Digit in Nagaland, Bamanbor in Gujarat, Sandila in Uttar Pradesh, Vadodara in Gujarat, and the Gabonese Republic in Africa. The company's joint ventures have facilities in Hapur and Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh. Greenply India's geographical expansion has been underpinned by a modernization of manufacturing processes and product innovation. As India's market leader, Greenply India has infused quality, structure and standardization to the interior infrastructure industry.
In a plywood business, you have to be near to your customer because freight is a big component. And the second important thing is that you have to also see the availability of timber. So these are the two important things which you have to see while setting up your plants. So all the plants are important for us. Now, when you look at the digital transformation journey, there would be certain things which we are doing, which is making our internal processes robust. So there are a lot of things which we are doing on the HR domain. There are a lot of things which we are doing on the marketing domain. But the biggest change which we are trying to bring in is how do we get attached to our customer? The end consumer has to be happy. The end customer has to be connected with us at zero speed. So this is where we are trying to create those platforms. The things which is available in the market, they're readily available. We just need to fine-tune them basis your requirement. So there are many such processes which we have undertaken.
Almost no resources. My father built this brand. He started off his journey to actually manufacture plywood and make a living for himself. The only appreciating asset I'm inheriting from my family business is the brand. In today's day and age, anything can depreciate, anything can become of no use tomorrow. But this brand and the brand value we've built, the relationship we've built with our customers, whether it is the B2B or it is the direct consumer who's used our product, I think that is going to continuously appreciate and will help us get into more categories in the future. A lot of people feel a lot of change within the organization, but at repeated occasions, my father's tried to explain to everyone, I have tried to explain to everyone that our DNA and our core values are the same.
बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या नहीं कर रहे हैं, उस पर बहुत कम विचार जाते हैं. Most of the time, we follow our own thought in the organizations.
The business is all about keeping the people happy. You know, you're keeping our employees happy. We will work on a continuous improvement journey. So I keep telling my team the only way we should measure ourselves is, are we doing something which is better than what we were doing yesterday?
The company kept growing, and today it is a home-known brand. I don't think anyone in India does not know Greenply.
I never thought that I will be sitting like here. With God's grace, it worked out well for Greenply.
Today, Greenply India is recognized not just as a market leader, but as a thought leader in the interior infrastructure industry. The first to introduce the concept of timber plantations, produce zero-emission plywood and commit to using clean energy, Greenply India has set the industry benchmark for new-age business practices. Run on the lines of a modern corporate entity, the management at Greenply India has implemented innovative operational efficiency and cost optimization initiatives that have kept the company profitable. Now, as it expands to new global markets, Greenply India's business ethos of sustainability, community welfare and product innovation is driving the growth of the Indian interior infrastructure industry across the world.